What a way to start Thursday morning with the two cheetahs that we had yesterday sitting here on Djuma in the northeast corner of South Africa, part of the Greater Kruger National Park. My name is James Henry. Hello, we've got Panda on camera, dressed for an assault on the North Col. And these two cheetahs are just warming up in the early morning sun here. You're on a live safari. It's lovely to have you with us. Please talk to us using the hashtag WildEarth on Twitter. That's the best way to get hold of us. You can also chat to us if you go to the website wildearth.tv or use our app. And you can also use the YouTube chat stream if you'd like to. Now, let's get straight into the safari. These two cheetahs we found yesterday in the afternoon. They were eating a duiker. They were found by the inimitable Cedric Dold, who's one of our other guides, as many of you will know. And so I think we should probably call the one on the left Cedric and the one on the right Dold. And they're two young males, not fully adult yet. Very special to have them. One of them obviously has better hygiene than the other. He's cleaning himself. His brother is just sort of quietly lying there.
Fiona, I haven't seen them sleeping. I've seen them climb and I've seen them stare out and look out. You know, to be honest, whenever you find cheetah, they never really are sleeping. They always seem to have one eye open. Come across a fully sleeping cheetah, it's not something I've really experienced. They never really completely nap. They obviously have to at some point, probably in the night time. But in the daytime, I've always seen cheetah vigilant. They might be lying down, but their head's up. And if they're in a tree like this, they're always busy and they're always looking. Thinking about it. It's very high. No, there must be another way down. Oh, made it look so easy. Using the spring action of the body, and that's how the cheetahs roll.
Puppies are still just milling around at the entrance, now lying down, just observing their surroundings, get to terms with their new sort of neighborhood. Every now and then they'll play a little bit. And everything becomes a toy, even a stick. Also, their teeth are itching, you know, so they also chew. It's like any puppy. They chew everything. They are just the cutest things ever. Heather wants to know how deep the den is. Heather, it's difficult to say from where we are, but you have to go back how these are generated. They normally initiated by aardvark, who dig these holes into those termite mounds for two reasons: either to create a burrow for themselves, or to get right in there, if it's an active termite mound, to get to the termites inside, especially the royal chamber, where they want to eat that queen, that fat grub. It's very fat, about the size of your thumb. In this case, this is a dormant mound. It's been dormant for ages. So it's very likely aardvark that dug the hole initially as a burrow, and that could be, depending on the size of this mount, probably about 1.5 meters into the mount, where there will be the chimney that angles down roughly at a 45-degree angle, and then that usually just curves slightly upwards, and then there's a bit of a chamber. What they will do, they'll renovate it a little bit, so if the adults can get in there, they'll help dig. Otherwise, the puppies will rig it systematically for themselves if the adults cannot enter, if the entrance orifice is too narrow.
He's a young bull, and he's definitely having an interaction with us and just sort of strutting over here to see if we're going to be terrified and run away. We are not. What a naughty boy. Now he's a bit nervous because he doesn't understand why we haven't run away from him. Copy, thanks very much. And so now he's pretending that actually he wasn't trying to kill us, it was just that there was a particularly nice piece of grass here that he wanted. This is such typical young bull behavior. He's bored, he's trying to test himself, he's feeling uncomfortable with the world. And now he just doesn't really know what to do. Danny, you say they can be so intimidating. They can, absolutely, but once you get to know their behavior, and once you get to know how old they are, or once you develop the ability to judge their ages, it's quite easy to tell whether they're being serious or not. And he is not. Goodbye.
I will tell you that I did see a post, somebody's memory that they shared of our first ever meeting with Tlalamba, and she was this tiny little thing with these huge eyes and beautiful white markings around her eyes, that eyeliner that runs in the family. My goodness, she was adorable. I wish I'd met her at that age, way back in 2017. Absolutely gorgeous. Amazing to think that she is this powerful leopardess mum in her own right now. But I think that first sighting ever with Tlalamba, if I'm not mistaken, was December in 2017, and it was with Tristan. Tristan was your guide that day, your naturalist. I think it was the 4th or so of December, very, very early December. She was literally just a few weeks old, and she looked so cute and adorable and fluffy. And here we are almost 6 years later, and she's had litters of cubs. She looks like she's pregnant. She's doing so well. And she's actually been an exceptional mum. She really has. There are so many things that can happen to cubs out here, but she's really been an exceptional mum. It runs in the family as well. Good moms run in the family. It's all in the royal bloodline of Djuma. Oh, look at those eyes. Did you hear me talking about them? Is that it? Yes. We've got the last few glimpses of Miss Tlalamba. She has officially decided she's had enough of the carcass. She dropped most of the rest of it for the hyena as she was getting up to come down the tree. Now there are just some legs left up in the tree, and I don't think she wants those. So she's on the move. She's scent marking. We're going to have the last little glimpse of her as she disappears into these thickets, and then that is that. We will have to track her afternoon. She's on the move. Where did you go, pretty girl? Somewhere in this here thicket. Ah, there you go. Yes, come and stop on the termite mound. She is so round. She's huge. She's absolutely huge. We'll stop here and watch her walk away, and that will be that for the morning. I'm sad we have to say goodbye so early. You know, same time every day, but it just feels like today has been so action-packed. There's so much more to see. But what a morning it has been. 2 different sets of cheetahs, a very active leopard, the wild dogs, the buffaloes, the elephants, all of the different things that we have seen. What a pleasure to have you on our sunrise safari with us to experience it all this morning. South Africa really does have some of the best magic to offer in the world, especially in terms of animals. Now, if you want to join us for live at the Waterhole, please do. It starts now after the sunrise safari at 9:30 a.m. Central African time. It's a really cool pairing with Africam at many different waterholes across Africa, following the wildlife as they come down to quench their thirst. Tlalamba has left us. That's okay though. I'm sure we'll find her again later. She's somewhere behind the thickets. We'll keep a lookout for her tracks. But wherever you are, have a wonderful day or evening, depending on your time zone. It was a pleasure, and we'll see you all a little bit later. Now, it's breakfast time. Bye, everybody.